Can you believe it? We're finally in the 3-part finale of Ultraman Arc.
That we are.
It's like, on one hand, I want to say, man, I can't believe it. It's been a whole half year. But then it's like, but it also felt like it was only a month. But no, it was a half year. It was a half year. What do you expect? It's a half year. This isn't Tiga. This isn't Dinah. This isn't Gaia. We're watching Ultraman Arc, the finale, a 3-parter, but we're doing part 1. Man, Talking Heads, what a fun. But yeah, so, oh man, after all the fillers we had to sit through. Yeah, I mean, the fillers weren't bad. It's just they were kind of disjointed.
Yeah, well, Ultraman is a very episodic show. It tends to be.
Mm-hmm,
so,
yeah. What's really weird is how in Tiga, it's like it like was consistently episodic till like the finale, but then in Rube you have like a consistent arc all the way through. The episodes just felt kind of fillerish, but they weren't. But then, like here, it's like you got 2-parter, one off, 3-part build up for team up, one off, 3-part finale. Yeah, it's like being in Maze Castle from Yu Yu Hakusho. It's like it's genius, Vern, genius. You got always lava pit, always. Yeah. So what are we here to discuss? It's Ultraman Arc, episode 23, Calamity Thrice. I swear, I felt like they were trying to go for some kind of nursery rhyme, like Calamity Jane or something. I don't know. But hey, Ishida finally, maybe, probably, who knows, might have figured out Yuma's big secret.
Yeah.
Probably.
That he's actually Ultraman Arc.
Yes. Or that he's just Onyx. Womp, womp, womp.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So, yeah, this episode starts off with Yuma being tired. And there's a kaiju reading with a sky tear. It's really odd because I think I saw something very similar to that. That's really, really strange. Like that is odd, isn't it? Seeing a tear in the sky.
Where's Ultraman when you need him?
Yeah, where's Ultra? Like seriously, like look really close. Like that thing looks like a tear in the time-space continuum.
It kind of reminds me of when I saw a cloud that looked like Godzilla's head, and I took a picture of it. I would show it, but I'm on my phone as we speak because I don't have a computer cam.
Ugh, that sucks. Ugh. Yes, investing over time. Next time on Kamen Rider Deno. I'm just kidding. Oh man, I love that ticking effect when they finish an episode. But yeah. Oh, and speaking of which, yesterday we finally finished Kamen Rider Gaim, which means the next season we're covering is, surprisingly, a Showa season.
Oh, which one?
Oh, surprisingly, it's the one I was expecting us to do. Kamen Rider X. It's like I just picked that one because it was a short one. It's one of the 3 short ones, but we put Stronger behind a paywall because it kind of like finishes off the entire 5-season arc. So it's like, yeah, we have to watch 71 V3X and Amazon in order to be able to watch Stronger. And of course, we have to finish Stronger in order to watch Skyrider. That's another paywall. And then in order to watch Z-Cross, we have to finish Skyrider and Super 1 in no particular order. And we definitely have to finish Z-Cross and Black in no particular order in order to do Black RX.
Mm-hmm.
But the point is, it's like after doing 2 seasons of Heisei first 10 and 2 seasons of Heisei next 10, we finally got a Showa season. I mean, statistically, it makes more sense because, well, aside from the fact that, like, starting off, like, you have, like, twice as many Heisei seasons. Eventually, if as you complete more and more Heisei seasons, the probability of getting a Showa season increases over time.
Yeah.
So, it was inevitable. But, wow, I can't believe that out of all 1, 2, 3, 4... 5, 6 seasons that we can watch off the bat, it's the one that I predicted we would do.
Yeah. Hang on one sec. You go ahead and keep talking. I gotta stop my cat from picking up my DVDs real quick.
That's what I love about having a dog. Dogs don't do that. They tell them to sit, they sit. They stay, and they look pretty. Just for your eyes and nothing else. Like they don't like climb up things except for your lap, you know. But yeah, we're doing Kamen Rider X starting in January 6th. So wait, is it January 6th? I'm pretty sure it's. Oh no, wait, sorry, January 5th. January 5th, we're doing the 5th season of, actually not the 5th season, it's just the 5th Rider. So yeah, here we go. Okay, and yeah, not much to say beyond that. You know, just we're gonna have some fun doing that. But yeah, so Kamen Rider, Ultraman arc. So we get a disturbance. We check the disturbance like we always do. But Yuma is super exhausted. Where have I seen this before? Where have I seen this before? An Ultra host getting super tired towards the finale? But yeah, but it's like, it might be Diggeron. It's like, turns out it's not supposed to be called Diggeron. It's supposed to be called Digeron, but someone clearly messed up in the audio department because it's supposed to be die as in 2 horns. You got the mono horn, the die horn, and then the tri horn. Because the one in this episode is called the Trigeron.
Yeah. Trigolos.
Sorry. Digolos should be Digolos. So, yeah, because the third one's called the Trigolos. The first one, I assume, is called like Monogolos.
Maybe.
Yeah. So it's like progressively we get more and more horns. Kind of like that one team from Yu-Gi-Oh! 5Ds.
Yeah. The best Yu-Gi-Oh!
Season 0 is the best Yu-Gi-Oh! So much so I would rank it as number 0. It's an unachievable rank reserved only for the maxim of Yu-Gi-Oh-ness. Nessuno può sfuggire dal destino scelto. Rimane solo il risultato che voi sarete distrutti. And yes, that is a JoJo reference. Alrighty. So yeah, and you know, it's actually a pretty standard episode despite, you know, its relevance to the main plot, which we haven't got into since episode 15.
Yeah.
Yeah. We waited 7 whole episodes to get to the main story. Yeah, so while everyone's away evacuating civilians, there's suspicion that it might be related to the Onyx, even though we defeated the Onyx. Turns out the Onyx is inside Yuma because Yuppie gets a visitor. More specifically, he gets an intergalactic crank call. Hello, is your Ultra running? Then you should probably catch him because he's really giant. That crank call doesn't make any sense. Oh, it will in about 2 episodes. What is that supposed to mean? It's almost like we're 2 different characters on a TV show made for kids on a Friday evening.
I see what you did there.
Yeah. Yeah, the most important formula in the universe. What is the speed of light divided by the speed of sound divided by the speed of the buzz from the movie Speed? Which is 250 meters per second. Sorry, 250,000 meters per second. And no, I will not convert it to miles per hour. Deal with it. Yeah. Yes. But yeah, so Yuma gets a strange visitor from Ark's home planet. And it's like, oh no. I'm one of Ark's friends. I'm not that Dommy Mommy from episode 15. Trust me. But yeah, so we figured out a way to save our planet without destroying yours. But we don't have enough scientific evidence, so the main villain of the story, which is only mentioned by name so far, still doesn't believe it, and he's still going to try to destroy the planet. And you're bringing this up to us. Why? I don't know. I felt like maybe as Rudion's host, you would probably want to know that. Well, it's not helping me out in any way unless you give me more specifics. Yeah, see, I'm Dirk. Can't hear. Good, bro. Yeah, it's like as if I'm gonna believe you're inside an intergalactic tunnel, and then Yuppie shows up. It's like, hello, man, another crank call. I knew I should have gotten caller ID.
Pretty much.
See, I can't understand Cthulhu, but I'm good at reading. I'm good at reading subtitles backwards. Yeah, and so Yuma makes a run for it to the city, and Ishido's like, "Why are you here? Your butt told you to stay here. I need you to be safe because you're sick. But I have to go out there. Why? Because I am needed. But you're gonna die if you don't. We all fell for you." And apparently Westerners don't understand what the phrase falling for actually means.
Yeah.
Yeah, when a person says, "I fell for you," that means I've developed an intimate attachment to you, akin to friend, family, or lover. Any of those 3 things. And it would really bother me if something bad happened to you. So when Mineta from My Hero Academia said that, no, it's not what you think it meant. And let me tell you, that pissed off people on both sides of that discussion.
I see.
Yeah. One side because interpretation, meaning the presence of something that they don't like. And the other side, same misinterpretation, but they're bothered not by the presence of that thing, but rather the source of that presence. Both of which completely wrong, and both of which completely angry for no reason.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sometimes sunshine and rainbows are not show up where you need them, but not where you want them.
No.
But either way, I'm a rainy guy, so let's let it rain. Okay, so Yuma collapses, but he has a light in his chest because it is revealed the Onyx is still around, but this time the Onyx is inside Yuma the whole time. And of course, Ishido sees the sparkly glowy from Yuma's chest. So they drive off on the van. Like, I need to get out of here, but I fell for you. Now's not the time to make Westerners get the wrong idea. But like you've seen, what happened in My Hero Academia. No, no, but we're here together. We are all for one and one for all. But of course, he gets out of the van. He makes a run for it, all shown in protect stuff. It's like Ultra Smash, and of course, like he turns into Ultraman, and I ran so far away. Okay, yeah. So we got our Ultra fight here, and yeah, the Trigolos is kicking his butt. His lunar wing form can't nail him. His solar fist form can't nail him. It's like, man, neither Tails nor Knuckles could defeat him. Well, clearly we need some Sonic hero. So he turns on his chaos control armor, and of course the theme song starts playing. Live and learn, hanging on the edge of tomorrow. Live and learn from the works of yesterday.
Oh.
Oh, damn, not here. And he gets crucified. I'm like, wait a minute, this isn't Kamen Rider.
No, it's Ultraman.
Yeah, because Kamen Rider, especially during the Showa era, has this nasty habit of crucifying the main characters.
Yeah, I was kind of getting that vibe when that thing like lifted him up.
Yeah. But it's okay because the GDF finally answered the call. We got the Eagles. We got the Eagles to send the cosmic ring back from whence it came, and they shoot down the that energy field that's crucifying Ultraman, and then do one last Ultra Flash, resulting in a giant cavity.
Yeah, and Arc is nowhere to be seen.
Yes. Now's not the time, you Pete. Now is not the time. Don't you see we're on a cliffhanger? Yeah, that is where the episode ends. Yes, and obviously, because it is the 23rd of December, this is the last episode of the year. The remaining 2 episodes will air in January.
Yeah, but next is a recap episode. Do we really need another recap episode when we're 2 episodes away from finishing it?
I think it's because we're 2 episodes away that they made a recap episode, because isn't it going to be weird that like the very last episode will air in January and just the 1 episode? If it's the last 2 episodes, it would come off as less suspect,
I guess.
But the problem is, it's like we had 2 other, special episodes in the past, which, don't get me wrong, they were very useful in helping us catch up on Blazar, by which I mean the movie. But, man, can you believe how, like, last year when we were doing Blazar, we had to do 2 episodes a week just to catch up?
I see.
Yeah. And it was around episode 22 or 23 where like we actually did finally catch up.
I see.
But no, here it's like we've been doing it concurrently, all proper like, and now it's like we're just like twiddling our thumbs during the special episodes. Like, yeah, one of them could be used to do the movie from the previous season because it came out in April after the season ended, and we're waiting for the Blu-ray to come out. But for the other 2 specials of the season, because there's always 3 specials, we're just twiddling our thumbs.
Pretty much.
Yeah. So, what are your thoughts on this episode?
It's got some good action, and it's starting to raise the stakes, and as it usually does near the finale of Toku shows do.
Yep.
So I give it a 9 out of 10 overall.
All right. I also give it a 9. I like honestly, the fault is less with the episode, more with the season, because it's like I just wish that there was more precedence of like the build up from episode
Yeah.
15 to episode 23. Because like I get it, Ultraman's predominantly episodic, but like if you're gonna make a major antagonist, you know, like where like you're gonna dedicate, oh, this 2-part episode 2, and then this 3-part episode 2. It's like, yeah, at least connect it more. And also given the fact that you had this 3-part episode focusing on Zangil and Blazar, and you had a 2-parter and a one-off, both involving Givus. It's like I'm really hoping that Arc and Givus both, Blazar and Givus both show up in the finale. At the very least, heck, you know how cool it'd be if Givus and Earth Garon teamed up.
Oh, that would be cool.
Yeah, like you could even have like Givus like use like that claw on Earth Garon, and then I swing Earth Garon like a flail, and then like while he's like shooting down enemies from all directions. That would have been so lit, I swear. Yeah, but you know, I still hate that. Like, and I know we covered that episode a while ago, but it still bothers me that we don't get any returning characters from Blazar.
No, it must have been budgetary reasons.
Not even Teruyaki.
Nope.
Not even the captain. Man. Not even June. Like, you'd think at least June would show up. It's like, my dad is Ultraman. Really? That's crazy. I know, right? But actually, you know, I kind of like that twist in Blazar that like, oh, instead of having some newbie become Ultraman, it's the captain of the obligatory Earth Defense Organization.
Yeah, it's something fresh.
Yeah, it was really fresh. And you had Johnny Young Heartroid Mood.
Yep. Yes, that you did.
Yeah. And so what do you think is going to happen in these next 2 episodes?
It's a good question. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if next episode, if it shows that Arc is in some sort of like limbo space thing, and then he comes back from that, considering that he disappeared in this episode at the end.
Yeah. It would be interesting if not only if it was a limbo, but if the final battle was in Rudion's planet, because it's like, yeah, we keep building up about his planet, but like we see almost none of it. Heck, it doesn't even seem like Rudion even showed any concern about his planet in the last 7 episodes.
No, not really.
Even though they made such a big deal about it, like, yeah, there's this one dude who's from his species trying to. Yeah. I feel like Arc had so much potential, and it's just like, it's not bad, but just not living up to it, you know?
Yeah, I mean, Arc is pretty good, but it's not the best Ultraman series I've ever seen.
Yeah, and I wouldn't even list it in the top 5 series I've ever seen, and I've only seen 4. But yeah, but I would say like the one thing I do like about Arc is the whole mirror thing.
Yeah, kind of like Kamen Rider Ryuki.
Yeah, or Mr. Mime from Pokemon. Yeah, I like that concept. I like that an Ultra has that ability. It's a very unique ability. I mean, like when you look at JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, it's like you got a punchy guy, then you got a punchy healing guy, then you got a dude who could like turn inanimate objects into living organisms, and then you got a girl who turns her body into string. That's such a random ability. But, you know, it is what it is. But, you know, at least, you know, you got that uniqueness and you're making the most of it. Keep making the most of it. Actually, come to think of it, I feel like I haven't really seen him use his mirror ability in a while.
Yeah, it's like they kind of dropped it.
Yeah, it's like once we got that whole like galaxy armor, we just kind of like just use portal, 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 portal. Oh, occasional sun punch, portal.
Pretty much.
Yeah, so this episode 9 out of 10, but I'm not being impressed by like the second half of the season, despite the fan service. And I do love the fan service. But, we did learn something from watching Power Rangers. Fan service a good season does not make.
Super Mega Force.
Absolutely.
The thing is that Super Mega Force could have been good. The actors and the writers wanted it to be good, but Jonathan Shakur thought otherwise.
Yeah. It does feel like a betrayal when it comes to Jonathan because he did try to like make Forever Red happen back in Wild Force because it's like they wanted Forever Red to be a two-parter. Disney / Saban, whoever was in charge of production at the time, were like, no, we're not sparing any episodes for a team up. You already did a two-parter. And, Jonathan did fight tooth and nail to compromise and make it a one-parter. So at least we got that.
Yeah, it's like, what happened, Jonathan? You helped produce some of the best seasons of Power Rangers, and then you have the mentality of, 5-year-olds don't care for Super Mega Force. What happened?
Yeah, it's like, no, it's not even, it's like an issue on both sides where it's like, where like on Jonathan's side, it's like I wanted to be a carbon copy of the Sentai because it's like a Sentai purist try to make it, but then you have interference from Nickelodeon saying, "Oh no, we can't have these violent or serious themes, so let's keep Jade and Sheba like a Stone Cold loner, but we'll make them all smiley and friendly for the kids."
Pretty much.
Two things that just do not go together. Heck, you could be a Stone Cold Stoic who believes in the teamwork, but you can't have a smiley, friendly guy who's a lone wolf.
No. Yeah, it's kind of weird how he wanted to be a copy and paste of Sentai when it doesn't always translate well.
Yeah, especially not with Samurai. And heck, even with Samurai, they could have made the whole multi-ethnic team of Samurai work if they gave like a little bit of backstory of the histories of their ancestors. Like, for example, Kevin could have been a descendant of Yasuke who legitimately was an African samurai.
I see.
Yeah, like that could have worked. And given the fact that, and given that it's not completely clear whether they're in like Japan or America, it could have very well said that Jaden is a multiracial descendant of a Japanese warlord whose descendants at some point like interloped with an American Caucasian woman or man, depending on like the gender of the descendant, and then they ended up having a mixed race child, and then like it became increasingly American looking child named Jaden, and for some reason, and they could even justify saying, well, the reason we're in America is because a new Nihilak crack has appeared in America for some reason. It must be a backdoor entrance that we haven't considered.
Yeah, once again, fans coming up with better ideas than the writers.
Yes. Yeah, and heck, even Mike being a Puerto Rican samurai, like you could say that, hey, there could have been Puerto Rican Americans that were on Commodore Perry's ship that came to Japan, participated in the Meiji Restoration, but some of them learned samurai, like what's his name, Tom Cruise from Last Samurai. Mia would be easy because she's already Hawaiian, and a lot of Japanese went to Hawaii when they were trying to escape the imperialist Japan during World War I and World War II. So, basic historical things that could have justified having a multi-ethnic team of samurai that are descendant from purely Japanese samurai.
Yeah, that could have worked.
Yeah. And heck, they could even say, "Oh yeah, like we're in the fictional town of Neo Japan." Wait, hold on, Gundam's gonna sue someone. Yeah, so again, like you said, fans being more creative than the actual staff, but then Megaforce became even more egregious. I know it would have made Super Megaforce more interesting if it turns out that these 5 teenagers in particular became Rangers, because they are also, much like in Ben 10 Alien Force, are half-breeds from other planets. Like you could say that that Troy's Kaioshin, Noah is Equation. Like you could even say he is the son of Sestros, even.
Yeah, he could have.
Or his nephew, and like because of his human features, like he's able to hide the whole or rather, like he just did not physiologically develop that Equation head sculpt thing.
Yeah.
Yeah. And it would work because he's got the whole water thing going for him. And you could say that what's her name? Emma is Triforian, which is why, like in that one episode with the cosplay monster where Katenso goes missing, she could split into her 3 Triforian folds in order to cover more ground.
Yeah.
Instead of just one person conveniently being able to outpace the monster and change her outfits. No, you straight up have 3 Emmas running around. See how fans are getting better? But there's no excuse for the whole Mighty Morphin Red Ranger suit thing.
Oh yeah, with the pre-juice suits.
Yeah.
I mean, if they didn't want to use the Bull Eagle suit because it's under Marvel copyright, which is with Disney, if you want to think about it, they were already using the Die Ranger suits. They could have replaced it with Ryu Ranger.
Yeah, or just any of the other Sentai from that time period, that's from the 80s, like maybe freaking Goggle 5, for example.
Or even better, or don't use Sentai suits at all. Have it
and
be
just make them all American.
Yeah, just like Mighty Morphin Red, Alien Blue, Zeo Yellow, Turbo Green, and In Space Pink.
Yeah, that would have been great. And that would have covered the entire Zordon era.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's a perfect nod. Yeah. And yes, you can even make Orion the White Ranger for anyone being an anal, what about Mighty Morphin Season 2? We got you. And it works because it's a Die Ranger suit. It's a Die Ranger suit. Yeah. So you got all 6 seasons of the Zordon era in one place. That would have worked. But no, you took the lazy route by making more footage. And I still stand by, season 30 should have been Juoger, and then have a team up with Megaforce for their 10th anniversary, and then have 4 of the Megaforce Rangers become what's it called? Beast Morphers Yellow, a Dino Charge Pink, Ninja Steel Blue, and instead of Tokyo Yongo, Dino Fury Green.
Yeah, that would have worked.
Because then you would have all 4 base colors, and you have consecutive Neo Saban / Hasbro teams back to back.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that could have worked. But you didn't. You decided to do Cosmic Fury instead.
Yeah, with the laziest suits I've ever seen for Power Rangers.
Yeah, and honestly, I could have forgiven a lot of the plot elements if not for the suit designs. Well, actually, I don't hate the black one as much, but the other ones, yeah.
They're just so bland looking.
Yeah.
Especially when we had, other American creations like the Titanium Ranger and the Spirit Rangers.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, and then like even if you didn't want to use the actual Q Ranger suits, you could have made something similar to them. Like that way it would make sense. Like, why are your powers based on constellations while you're still dinosaurs? And also it's like they didn't even like explicitly state, oh yeah, they're based on constellations. And they do this weird thing where they keep swapping out cockpits.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like why? Like even if you did some of them on autopilots, which they've done during that season, why not stick to the same ones consistently? Like stick to the Leo Zord, the Scorpion Zord, the Wolf Zord, the Bull Zord, and the Marlin Zord. Yeah, or as I prefer to call them, Leo, Lupus, Taurus, Chameleon, Dorado, Scorpio, Ophiuchus, Libra.
Yeah, they could have.
Aquila, Draco, Ursa Major. They did not keep Phoenix, though.
No, I was kind of expecting them to have the Phoenix shuttle, have be Amelia's or Zeto's Zord. But no, they didn't use it. Probably because it was such a short season.
Yeah. In any case, but yeah, that's our thoughts on this episode. I gave it a 9. You gave it a
9.
Yeah. Let's see what you guys have to say. We're finally back on track to the main plot. Took them long enough. I should say so.
Mm-hmm.
Say what you will about the second half of Rube. At least it was consistent in its focus. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. We spent the entire 13 episodes worrying about this cloud monster, and we stayed worrying about that cloud monster. Nothing changed. Are Trigger and Decker also written to have mostly filler in the second half until the last 3 episodes?
I'm trying to remember because I've only seen both of them once all the way through. Maybe? I'm not entirely sure. I'd have to watch them again.
But Triple O XYZ does make a good point, though, because we saw the same thing to an extent when we did Blazar, where it's like aside from a 2-parter or 2, like the entire second half was mostly one-off episodes until the last 3 episodes.
Yeah. Same with Tiga.
Yeah. Yeah, but at least Tiga was consistently like one-off episodes through the entire 52-episode run.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Yeah, there was only maybe 2 or 3 sets of 2-parters before the finale.
Mm-hmm.
If anything, wait, hold on. Was Tiga's finale a 2-parter or a 3-parter? I can't remember.
It was a 3-parter.
Yeah. All I remember is that one Inuit girl who was weirdly blonde.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then the main monster had some interesting design choices. But then his little wand turned to dust. But it's okay, because he has Rena's love. He has her Hori.
Mm-hmm.
Because she's the Hori of his Hori. Get it? The love of his life.
Yep. Because Hori is love.
Hori is life.
The perfect shirt to wear at G-Fest.
Yes. You are the Hori of my Hori. Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, so that's it for the comments, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. This is the final Ultraman podcast we're doing in 2024. So we'll be seeing you again next year. But until then, please be sure to comment, like, and subscribe to us on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. Ding the bell icon to stay notified for our latest videos. We also have one more episode of of Kamen Rider, Gov, and Bakuaga Sentai Boom Boomger this week before we close off the year. And those will be on Thursday and Friday. Boom Boomger stays on Thursday, but Gov is moving to Friday this week because, Tuesday and Wednesday are like the Christmas two-parter. So, spend time with family, make the most of it, enjoy everything you have. And of course, check out our sister channel, The Buttery Show, where we do various movie reviews. We did Red 1 and Sonic 3 already, so check those out. They are spoiler reviews, so watch the movies. Better yet, play the video games, then watch the movies, then watch our reviews. If you didn't already watch the reviews, yeah.
Because you'll appreciate the references more.
Yeah, because you got to live and learn, hanging off the edge of tomorrow from the works of yesterday.
Exactly.
Yeah, and if you want to follow our personal content, where can the people find you?
You can find me at youtube.com/AxelRanger.
And you can find me on Instagram at Boken_Kabuto and on Twitch at twitch.tv/BokenKabuto. And all that said, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. Please be sure to stay safe, stay hydrated, update your emergency kits, hug your loved ones. We'll see you all next time. But until then, on the 25th, Merry Christmas and Happy first night of Hanukkah. Make sure, so you better double up on that Chinese food because we got that overlapping holiday. I believe in the show The OC they called it the Christmaka. Good luck with that.
Yep. Merry Christmas.
Yeah. Bum bum bitty bitty bum bum.
Oh gosh,
Bum,
I recently just watched that movie.
Bum.